I said.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a girl called Zuleika Patel. She has an afro, big, beautiful afro. So there was a problem, like I said, even when we were at school, you can't have your afro, you can't do this, you can't do that. So it started a whole movement at Girls High. There was a point where the minister was involved, had to go to the school because that's when it started coming out that it's racism. Just it's not outright racism, but to say that the girl can't wear her hair the way it grows out of her head is saying that there's something wrong with her. So grade 8s, grade 9s, little girls, and they were standing strong in their beliefs that I am who I am and my hair is this way, therefore I should be allowed to do it this way because that's the way it is. At school, we were never allowed to dye our hair, but they have this thing as long as it's neat. But you get, say, a white girl, for example, her hair will be bleached, it's lighter, and no one says anything. Or if you talk about your hair being neat, if I comb my afro, it's neat. But the concept of neat is straight. So if you have, say, a white girl who has her hair in a ponytail and there's little strands all over, no one says anything about that. So we never stood up for ourselves. We never did anything about it. So now, 5 years down the line, I've left the school and there's 13, 14-year-olds standing up for themselves and fighting for their right to be who they are. I was very proud of them at that moment.
My hair, I love my hair. I've got dreadlocks. It's my natural hair. You see, I can't try to change who I am just because to be like you. I want to be like you. I'm proud to be an African because they say God is an image of the human. If you see me, you see God. If I see you, I see God. If I'm ashamed of myself, that means I'm ashamed of God.
Our grandparents and our parents grew up with that mentality and they hold on to it still. So with them holding on to it, they pass it down. So because of the school that I went to, someone said if you go to a majority white school, especially a same-sex school, you're either gonna come out very whitewashed, almost like very coconut-like, or you're gonna be very pro-black. And I found that I agreed with her because when you have someone challenging your identity, then you have to stand up for yourself. So the way I came out of it, that's when I started growing my hair the way I want. I mean, I wear weaves. I don't have a particular look where I'm like, this makes me black or this makes me African. But you meet a lot of pushback from your parents. Because there was a point in high school when I wanted to start dating. I was told that I could date if I date a white guy. Because my mother had this idea, I don't know if I'd get in trouble telling, but my mom has this idea about white men will treat you better, or they'll do this, or they'll do that. So your parents almost, I don't even know if they're aware that they instill it in you, and you experience a lot of colorism. Like I have a friend, even now she's dating this guy, she's very light. She's light-skinned, the guy she's dating is light-skinned. So they were having some sort of a problem. So I'm thinking, why don't you just leave him? She's like, no, because I'm like, there's this other guy that you can be with. But her problem is, if I'm going to have babies, I want to have them with this guy because he's light, and I want to have light-skinned babies.
You know, the thing that makes people to change who they are, the way they look, their skin and everything, I think those things, they came after the freedom, after 1994, where the African people, they start to be exposed to everything, like to internet, to go to places, to go to the modern schools and everything like that. So they try to change who they are, as you said, so that they can fit. If I'm going to the white people school, I would like to look like you. If I'm too black, I would feel ashamed of myself. My self-esteem esteem will go down. And then I would like to be like you and things like that. Now they try to be people that they are not, they are. And if you look back at the days, people, they were so proud of their afros. They were so proud of the way they were. But now they've changed. Remember, African people, they used to wear the animal skins and everything. But these days, they start to wear the clothes and everything like that. They wear the high heels, they've got the long hairs and something like that. Because of what? They are trying to change from being Africans into a modern way. The freedom changed the Africans. because they will say, I'm free, I can do whatever I want with myself. If I want to change my complexion, I can change my complexion. If I want to make my hair blonde, I can blonde my hair. So you see those things. But before, they were not exposed, and they were not even affording to buy those things so that they can change.